Hello all, welcome back. So we have seen many browsers coming over the period of time, starting with Internet Explorer, with many of the maybe like Firefox, Safari, Chrome, which we use most of the time now, right? So what would be the time where we can use the next set type of browsers in the coming 2 years, right? So the browser, what it does is whatever you search, it will give you the result. So what would be the next step? Whatever you search, it finds out all those steps to reach to the final goal, what you really wanted to do. Maybe like you wanted to search a code, or you want to develop a program, or you want to develop an extension, right? Or you want to develop a browser set of details where you can get the code, right? Or maybe like you wanted to complete a small set of tasks, right? Like having a reminder setting in your Outlook, having a maybe like I will take simple example like going to the LinkedIn, applying some set of jobs automatically, right? So through the browser, you just say a prompt like I want to log in via in the LinkedIn and apply for this particular position, and it will automatically apply all the positions whichever at that point of time once you have the CV ready in place for that particular agentic browser, right? So now you can think of like this entire set of tasks can be done with respect to the agentic browser, right? That new type of agentic browser is where it's coming on. It's called as Fellow agentic browser, right? So let us dive in and see what more we can learn from the Fellow agentic browser. So you can see this is the Fellou.ai, where it is the world's first agentic browser beyond browsing into the action, right? So let us see what all the things it can be done. Let me enable the sound.
Looking for Apple's slogans from every year? Let Fellou take over. Once given a task, Fellou actively finds the most reliable sources to gather this information. Even the hardest to find data, no clicks needed. For virtual browsers work in parallel, this is deep action. You'll see every slogan from 2007 to 2024 clearly listed, alongside each product's unique features. It saves you hours of effort. With Fellou's deep action capability, offload the heavy lifting. True productivity is right at your fingertips. Want to create a brand new promo article by combining insights from others? Just leave it to Fellou. Fellou can perceive everything across your browser tabs and bring it all together seamlessly. It reads the pages you've selected, thinks through the content, and summarizes the key points. Then it opens Notion and writes down its insights, structured and clear. Just like that, a brand new blog is born. This is the power of deep action workflow, only with Fellou. Want to post some product promos on social media? Fellou handles everything. Promoting your product on social media has never been easier. Just tell Fellou your homepage, and it takes care of the rest. Fellou instantly maps out the entire workflow and executes it step by step. Fellou starts by opening your product website to understand what you offer. Then it heads to x.com, drafts the perfect post, and hits send. This is the power of deep action workflow, only with Fellou. You're a product manager for headphones. Collecting tons of user feedback is part of your daily routine. It's very time-consuming and tiring. But what if you had proactive intelligence? Fellou understands your intent and offers help, even before you ask. Fellou opens 5 virtual websites in parallel, scanning through massive amounts of user reviews. Then, it automatically generates a clear, structured feedback report. That's proactive intelligence, working for you, before you ask. What behind Fellou? The world's first agentic browser. Fellou is an organic integration of a browser, intelligent agent, and workflow automation. A combination that gives a true action capability. Deep action workflow is powered by hybrid feedback experience learning, which means it gets smarter over time, while maintaining a significant speed advantage. Deep action search not only rivals but even outperforms leading products like Manus and OpenAI, while also setting a new benchmark for speed and efficiency. From this day forward, the browser is no longer passive. It becomes the embodiment of action. Fellou, bring a digital companion to everyone on every device.
My God, it's so nice. You have so many things you can do in the Fellow browser. So you can express ideas, Fellow facts, right? So this is also one of the things where you can do multiple things. Like at the same time, you can do multiple activities. you wanted to research something and then collect all information and have only the points which are relevant, and take that points and post it to the relevant social logins, right? That's the most of the people do the things. So that also can be done. And reports by fellow, like finding this, I think these are all the set of things which they have shown, right? So like for example, like if you want to really find C++ engineer or Silicon Valley AI tracker, or maybe most of the things like investment related part, right? So whichever like stocks which are going good, and maybe like some health apps, some set of apps where you can do and have a connectivity, right? So some of the information if you have in Figma, that you have to push it out to the Notion, right? And AI writing tools, blogging is becoming much more easier. Just an idea, it takes you to up to the realization part, right? And most of the things it can be do, uh, but it's just in the verbal use cases which I'm able to see, like what actually behind the framework is, right? They have shown that Echo, right? Echo is the framework which they have been used as a part of production ready agent framework. Yeah, these are some use cases which they have specified over here, and that framework comparison is also over here, right? Let me see through what all the different comparisons. So it is a pro code supported platform, and you can see Echo is one of the main framework, a part of LangChain, browser use, Diffie.ai, Echoes, or Midsin.js, right? You can think of on that side. And it's not only on the server side, it's on all the platform, client and server, right? Browser web. And if you have one sentence, it will take into multi-step workflow, right? And then it takes into the intervenability, which is not there for browser use and other related part. Development efficiency very high, open source of course, right? Access to the private web resources also, right? So if you take a simple command to complex workflow, whatever you type as a basic layman language, it converts those thing entire thing into a set of action items, right? If you see as a hybrid programming language, it takes into the Claude 3.5 and workflow, and it generates the basic command. This is what the prompt which is there, right? So if you wanted to do, then it takes everything into what all the information it has to be done, execute a workflow. But if you take a agentic workflow, it converts all sub sentences into the part and then do into the actions. That's what you can see over here. And it's a powerful tool for the development. You can see the related part over here. So click UI via prompt and then extract web page content, autofill forms, command execute, tab management, export files, take screenshots, web search. So the LLM API, it can be connected to the any of the related part like ChatGPT or Claude 3.5, right? So now we can see the planning layer, right? You have the task description, right? Once you say like place the elephant into the fridge, maybe a simple very random thought which you are thinking. Now planning layer is like plan, open the fridge door, push elephant, close the fridge door, right? The toolkit would be like move hand, door use, and exert force. This would be the toolkits. I'm giving just the hierarchy of what can be broken down into smaller tasks and which tool can be used for each of the small tasks, and run those things to accomplish the related part. So now it comes the execution layer, right? So in the execution layer, you have to open the fridge door, push the elephant, and close the door. This is what the complete thing. This is what hierarchical planning is, what, right? Now if you wanted to do the web extraction technology, you can see through like before and after, right? If you go to the Google, it takes the entire set of things over here, right? So the hook system, so you can think of like the first most natural programming language for all. Maybe we'll see like how it is more good and how best we can use this Echo framework in the future. Thanks for watching.